Hello and welcome back. This has been our first episode in about a month now. So just to clear up,
Boo,
yeah. Um,
boo, boo, Wendy.
basically, I was having a struggle with COVID-19. Not sure if you've heard of it.
Boo, boo, COVID.
And
Boo,
I was being very reckless, and I basically thought I
boo,
was
he deserved it. Boo.
basically thought I was indestructible to it, and I thought that it wasn't going to get me, and it did, and it fucked me up.
Good.
It's not just a thing that can harm the elderly people and vulnerable, it can harm anyone. With that being said, just stay safe, put on your mask and just don't be an idiot. It is out there. Um, but on to the foregoing of this podcast
Good,
episode.
good word.
Uh,
Don't know if it's the right use of it, but good word.
we'll stick with it. We'll stick
Don't
with
even know it's a word.
it. Hey, we're foregoing with it now. Um, so I was actually, I'm thinking of selling or like renting out my house after a recent issue with a ghost. I got an exorcist in, and he seemed to vanish all the paranormal activity, and it seemed to cleared up and was fine. I mentioned to like the real estate agent, will this be an issue when it comes to like selling the house or renting it out? And he said no. But I was still on the edge about them finding out of like what had happened. And I said, what if they like stop paying rent or stop paying the mortgage? And he said it's fine because if they do that, they'll just repossess the house.
But
And with that, we're back, baby. We're back.
I like that you said mortgage.
Yeah. Really glad.
Everyone's mortgage of the house.
Yeah, that's how you say it, right?
Yeah. It's spelled right. Before we get into this, I have an issue with the word mortgage.
Why?
Why is it spelled mortgage?
Mortgage. Oh yeah. It should have like a
Mortgage.
IGDE at the end or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's not mortgaged. It's mortgage. I don't know how it should be spelled, but the T's just in there, and I don't like it.
well, no one says T's anyway where we're from, so it's fine.
Yeah, to be fair, what even is that? It's a drink.
What drink? No, we won't do that again. Uh, but as always, I'm Jamie, joined here by
Me.
me. How are you doing today, me? Hate you. Hate you.
Oh, you're talking to yourself. Oh, you're talking to yourself.
This whole fucking podcast is just gonna be like the Fight Club. It's just it's just me with two microphones running room to room.
No, don't talk about that. Don't talk about
Shut up.
that.
But no, we've got a different topic for today actually. Yeah, I mean I think we've done like
Boo, boo change.
Is there an autistic cow in here? Like,
Oh.
sorry, do not want
I
to
did see a
offend.
cow in a wheelchair today. Not like out and about, just on like Instagram.
Don't want to offend any cows out there.
Don't worry, your mum's not listening.
Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
My mum is though, so can we not say anything more about cows?
Well, she's always listening. She's dead. She is all.
You can't just say that.
What?
My mum's not dead.
All right, mate. The first step of the.
We don't want to offend anyone with
grief.
dead mums.
Then, well, not my fault. I'm sorry, but like, it's sad and that, but like, I'm dealing with my own shit. I ain't got time for like that. I'm sorry. Rest in peace to your dead mum. But let's move on.
That's got to be the eulogy, because you're gonna do it. Rest in peace, your dead mum. Let's move on.
Hello, welcome back to our live funeral episode.
Yeah.
Just you.
I'm just in the
Boo
background.
funerals. Boo funerals.
Yeah.
Boo my dead mum. Oh, this has gone so swimmingly well.
Oh, well done for saying swimmingly properly, because I can barely say that word.
Yeah, no, I've done all right. Got good karma on my side at the moment.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You
Yeah.
should be as scared of karma as I am.
I was gonna say what's karma gonna do? Get me back, but
Yeah, yeah, but
we
before that
know.
happened, I got illness last time.
Yeah. So I know karma's gonna get me back. It's fine. It actually got me back in my past, and now I'm getting karma back, and it's like an endless cycle of just being in debt to one another. But we've touched on gaming before very briefly. I believe we spoke about like Call of Duty. Um, maybe that's it. And but today,
Yeah.
today we're going to be focusing on the much beloved, popular worldwide phenomenon known as Minecraft. Because as you
What's wrong
can
with
tell, we are the two most expert.
biggest
Oh,
virgins?
I
Oh,
just was trying to avoid saying that. We're the two expert people on this topic. Um, so, Mitchell, do you want to describe your relationship and history with the block game?
well, it first molested me when I was 10, and ever since then, I just had a tricky relationship. Um, I've tried to move on to other games like Call of Duty, FIFA, but it just lures me back in each time. But like they say, it's my fault, but I don't think it's my fault. Joking, I didn't really get molested by Minecraft. My time, first time I was introduced to Minecraft, I was around one of my cousin's house, and he was just playing it on his computer, like one of my older cousins. And like just straight away, I was like, "Oh, what you doing?" And he was just like, "Oh, I'm building a house out of dirt." I was like, "That's fucking cool." And just straight away, I was like, "Just it's the best game ever."
Yeah,
Then I went home, went and watched it on YouTube, like Sea Nanas. You ever watch Sea Nanas like Minecraft?
never heard of
That was
it.
like the OG series. Oh, what? All
I'm,
right, that's just
I'm not
yellow
into
card,
like with the
yellow
kids
card.
and stuff, am I?
Yeah, but this was when we were kids.
Yeah, but even then I
This
was,
is when we was like,
I like it was
all right.
just never been in touch.
Yeah. Then I didn't really like. I had a shit laptop, and I had some weird insecurity about asking my parents if I wanted certain games because in case my sisters made fun of me for playing it. So I didn't actually get the game until it came out on Xbox 360. Then I'd play it with one of my other cousins. Um, yeah, it's just it's a weird game because like when you're into it, and when you're not, you're like, oh, it's a bit of shit. Like, I can't be asked for this. It's not shit, but it's like, oh, I can't be asked to play this.
Yeah,
Like a couple of weeks ago, I was banging out every day. Like, I'd wake up, have breakfast, maybe like do some exercise, and just bang out Minecraft for the rest of the day. But like, I haven't played it in fucking weeks. And just the thought of going and play it, be like, oh, there's just so much got to do.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a very like life resembling game in the sense of you do have to put in a lot of work
Well,
to get.
fucking hell, you live a crazy life.
What you telling me? Skeletons don't try and get you at night. Um, no, it's a lot of work for very little payoff, or sometimes a big payoff like beating big mobs, or and then you like because basically once you beat the Ender Dragon, which is like one of the biggest mobs bosses, you're pretty much you've won the game because you can search the end cities and get loads of crazy loot. You can get the Elytra, which enables you to like fly around like a god, and it's just but building up to that point is quite a challenging process. The fight itself isn't actually that bad. It's just the getting there and then the crossing the void and whatever.
But like, that's not even the only thing you can do. Like, it's not the only. Like, you can just build if you want.
That's what I
Like, you
love
don't even have
about
to
it.
play survival. You can just build creative or just build in survival.
It's a
It's a
sandbox
decent little
game.
game.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
decent
can
little game.
just do what you
Everyone
want.
knows what Minecraft is.
Yeah, I don't feel like we have to explain it to anyone. If we do,
Yeah,
fuck
gotta play
off.
Minecraft.
Yeah, this ain't the podcast for
It's
you.
like a £15 game or something.
I know it's
I don't
like
tell them fuck
25
off. We
quid
need as
now.
many views as we can get.
It's like
Oh,
25
that's
quid.
inflation, that is.
Yeah, man, like bad. Um,
No, there's a lot more to it though. Like when it
yeah.
first came out, it was like $10 or something. But that was like when it was like alpha, and it was just literally just placing blocks.
When there's like 20 blocks in the game, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
um,
I think it was free when it was like that.
do you remember the little Xbox free trial thing where you go through like the village and stuff, and you just kind of get to basically play like a miniature game of it? You can
No, I didn't. I played. Did you play the tutorial world on the 360?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, because there was different ones. Like
Oh,
on this one, the first one, there wasn't a village. It was just like, oh, it was so annoying because once you started it, you couldn't leave. I'm pretty sure. You might have, but I just might have been like a bit of an
weren't it
idiot.
like
So
blockchain? Like you were,
yeah, yeah, you had
yeah.
to do each task before you could leave.
Oh, yeah,
Hate tutorial worlds, like in
yeah.
games.
Because it just
Just let me go
forces
play.
you.
I know I'm not gonna know how to do things, but let me learn.
Trial and error is always the best way when it comes to learning, in my opinion. Like you got to fall on your ass sometimes to learn.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why your mum had 3 more kids after you.
hey, listen, one of them might be all right. Okay. But yeah, it seems like the new update is going to be possibly the most interesting and intriguing because of the cave and cliffs kind of additions they're going to be adding to it. It's not just the new different kind of cave biomes that they're going to be bringing because the caves are very outdated. They haven't been touched or changed.
Every cave's the same, no matter where you are.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just a bit repetitive. And they're trying to do this to get more end game players and hardcore players to actually return to the caves and go back to the fundamentals of the game really, which is mining and collecting. Um,
See, the thing is though, I've seen some videos, like glance on some videos, and it's like I don't know if like the gate the cave's gonna be too big
oh, they're going to be
because
huge.
like
Some of them.
yeah, but like then you'll just find too many diamonds too quickly.
Not necessarily because they're obviously they're changing a lot. So the bedrock like level now is going to go down to -61 instead of 0.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and the height one's like 3,000 or something. No, not 3,000, but it's like 1,000 or something.
yeah, it's something ridiculous because obviously the cliffs are going to be quite huge as well, and obviously with that comes
Huge.
different spawn rates and different kind of um, just variables of how things are going to spawn and the rareness of them. They're even changing the look of some of the ores for visually
Yeah,
impaired people,
yeah, I saw that.
so that's really cool. Um,
Yeah, I just get better eyes, but alright.
but yeah, they're adding 4 new cave systems: the lush caves, dripstone, deep dark, and mesh caves. I mean, a lot of them go into a lot of detail. Apart from the mesh caves, there's nothing really known about them
Yeah,
as
that's
of
what I
yet.
haven't heard of that one yet.
It just looks like it's going to be like a slim kind of long cave system. That's kind of what he's looking at, like kind of like a ravine, but not.
Like as a cave,
Yeah, not yeah,
not as high, not as deep.
yeah, more the width that changes of it. They're also adding a new tree, the azalea tree, um, and that will come with glowberries, which are like a little nice little light source. And under them azalea trees, you'll be able to find the lush caves, which will hold the axolotls, or axolotli,
So
which are the first tameable
is
fish.
the it's not the axolotis. They're also not fish.
Well, on their
Um,
website, they did refer to it as axolotli. I'm not even just like bullshit.
axolotls though, it doesn't end in an I or a US even.
Now, listen, I don't
Not
know
like
how language
octopus.
works.
But like, so like, does the azalea trees are they on the surface and it leads down into the
Yeah,
caves?
yeah. So
Oh,
like that's how
interesting.
you will locate them caves because I'm not sure if it'll be a.
How deep are them caves?
I think like most caves, they branch off into different, and they can kind of vary from how big or small they're gonna be. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a forest and then it's all there, or just like 4 or 5 trees and you see them, you're like, oh, cool, that's there.
Yeah, but how deep are they? Like how far down will you have to dig from the tree?
Oh, not far because obviously you're getting to like the root of the tree, so maybe like no more than
Oh,
20
okay,
blocks. I'd think, but um, yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah,
So they're new wood types.
yeah, it seems it. I mean, they need it. They've only actually got the 6 trees in the game, haven't they? Like, and obviously
Maybe.
they added the 2 new additions to the Nether with the was it?
Yeah, they're more like mushrooms, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're annoying in the sense of the leaves aren't leaves; they're blocks. So you got to get rid of them
Yeah,
separately. But they come with the shroom light, which is basically a
yeah, they're
rendered
pretty cool.
glowstone. That's all it really
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
is. Dripstone.
But like,
Oh, go on.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, this is for later on because you're not finished doing your things yet.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Um, Dripstone looks like it's going to be a really, really cool block. It's basically like a darker stone block. Um, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. Like it's just something new, and
S-
it.
So, so with
Mhm.
that, can you make your own stalactites and stalagmites?
See, I was reading about this because that comes with the pointed dripstone, and you apparently
Okay.
you got to like put them in the middle or like either side to farm them or something. But mate, when kept on sawing all them long words, I was like, I cannot figure this out. Like I do, like with that for me is a trial and error thing where like I can't just understand it by reading about it. Once I start to like mine it and farm it or whatever, I'll be like, oh, okay, I understand this use. But I guess it's like from what it was saying, it was basically saying it's something to do with like water and lava blocks that you can kind of do something
Yeah,
with them.
that was my next question. Like, if you put a water block above it, will it leak?
I don't believe so. I believe that like it
Hmm.
has to be like I think it was like 10 blocks above a water source and then it'll start leaking. And like you can literally like fill up
10 blocks
cauldrons.
above.
Yeah. Or below. I you know, maybe wrong
Below
there.
makes sense because if it's above, how would it drip?
Because it was like trickle down.
Unless,
Oh no, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
yeah, you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, that makes more sense because then it trickles down and you can fill up a cauldron. That's what it was kind of saying. I don't really
And just get
understand the
bucket.
use of that. I guess, you know,
I think it's just to make caves a bit cooler looking. Like
yeah,
instead of just all blocks, like because the stalagmites and stalactites or whatever,
easy for you to say.
they look cool. It makes it different.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, a big change that the game desperately needs, and it's gonna come with a load of like new light sources that are in the caves. So like if you're in like this big
Yeah.
cave, it's gonna look pretty eerie and evil, which I think is pretty cool, you know. And it's not just
So
running around little kind of pockets of rooms just placing four torches. You're like in this massive vast void of darkness.
how many new ores are there gonna be?
One at the moment, copper.
Hmm. Thought there was tin as well.
No, not that I've
Hmm.
seen. It's just copper at the moment.
Then what's the amethyst geodes?
Not a clue. Like,
Glad you got all them notes.
well, I got the notes about the new update. Okay, I ain't got the notes about
Yeah, these
your
aren't coming in the new updates.
what. All right, you explain it then.
Mate, I don't know. That's why I asked you because I've seen it on the update page, but I didn't really get it. That's why I was asking you. I'd hope you'd know, considering you did loads of notes.
Listen, right, I've done the notes I wanted to do. Um,
What website did you look on?
the WikiHow, not the WikiHow,
Yeah.
the Mind
Oh
Wiki
mate,
thing.
I'm gonna fucking find it. Do everything around here.
And yeah, I did open up Internet Explorer Go, but obviously, Internet Explorer.
Well, is it still loading then?
um, there's also going to be deep
There we go.
cave biome, which is the home of the wardens. They look like a really, really cool mob. By far the most dangerous and aggressive, not aggressive, but damaging mob. Sorry, in full Neverite armor, it will kill you in just two hits. It is blind, so like the way to kind of work around it is kind of crouching, stuff like that. But it works off like vibrations and like it'll kind of sense noise, and once you kind of attack it, it will just be on you. So you got to kind of try and kill it fast. And I think you like obviously when you kill it, you get the sulk, which is like the thing it uses to detect vibrations, and obviously you can use that for some kind of cool redstone builds, or I don't know, maybe like a mob farm or something. I guess it just senses
So
some
what does that do?
vibrations, like as the warden does. You know what I mean? So kind of like observer or
Okay.
something.
Hmm. Yeah, so it's just an observer, but instead of seeing stuff,
Yeah.
it's when it feels it walking. So amethyst geode is basically this big fucking rock thing that has amethyst and tough and calcite in it. But I wonder what amethyst does. Amethyst is a violet
And
revive.
what is
Oh,
that?
that's
Is it like ore?
okay.
Is it block? Is that the thing that kind of
It's
glows?
like a crystal. Oh, I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
know what you're
It's
talking about
purple.
now. Yeah, yeah, they look pretty. Heh. But yeah, it's just a load of new stuff coming to the game. I mean, it's biggest update in maybe like a couple of years now. I think we're getting the glow. Yeah, and we're getting the
Yeah, probably
glowing squid as
things like
well. That was
oceans.
voted on by the Minecon live
That's pretty
stream by
cool.
the fans. We're also getting the addition of goats. Yeah, goats are cool. What they'll
Goat's
bring to the
cool.
table, who knows? Probably just yeah, another food source. You know, another
Goat meat, I reckon.
yeah. There's just it's going to be like some
Kebabs.
fucking kebab shops now. That's what villagers will be doing, just starting their own little kebab shops. Yeah.
Start calling you boss
Oh, you
man.
got to go in there like late at night, just like after like one of them like disorientating potions, like the way you're just like seeing everything because you got to get a kebab to sober you up. But yeah, it just
So, so with like the copper, that could
this is
potentially
what I was gonna
lead
say.
to
So
like
copper looks
electricity
like
in the game.
it won't have much use for now. It will just be a new ore that you can collect, and it'll be fairly common, kind of spawning at the same rates of
Oh,
iron
can't you
and
make a lightning
coal.
rod?
You'll probably be able to make lightning rods, as Mitchell said. But I mean, for the most part, it's not that useful now, but it is a good addition for what's to come next, and that means more kind of battery operated mechanisms and and different kind of electricity kind of source than redstone, because redstone's a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit kind of futile in my opinion. It does the job well, and it is cool. Yeah, but
You just don't know how to
it
use
is
it.
a bit confusing,
Like,
and you
that's the
kind of
thing
got
with
to
redstone. We
like
just don't know how to use it.
take up a load of blocks, placing it down. You know what I mean? So like your once quite compact build
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
to look
yeah,
a bit shoddy and cowboy to be. You know what I mean?
yeah. Or you have to put it all on the ground. So it'd be cool to have like wires
Yeah,
if you
like
can like
that's what I'm
place
thinking.
wires on
More like
walls and
actual
stuff.
real
Just
life
have it
kind of
about.
cable installation. They might bring in like some wires and then like some wire casing, so then you can literally have it and like just place it on a block or on the floor, and it doesn't
So,
take up the whole thing. Like you know what I mean? A lot, a
so how
lot,
much are you
man.
looking forward to this
I'm
update?
looking forward to exploring the new cave systems. The Warden, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
tackling that. Like even strongholds, they're not going to be open now. They're going to be encased in stone. So like, they'll be a bit harder. Well, they'll be a bit harder and a bit easier. Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's just another thing.
They always
Yeah,
looked a bit
and
shit, I thought,
it's gonna.
because they were all just so broken up and like confusing. It didn't
Yeah.
look like a stronghold. It just looked like
There
a
was a
bit
lot of
of like
rumors as well about
fucking
them
stone bricks
removing mine
about
shafts,
and
but
just in a
that's
cave.
not going to be happening. I think they're very fundamental, and there was one of the first kind of things in the caves to
Oh
always
no,
look
they're
out
cool,
for.
man.
You know, um,
Yeah, they're interesting as well because there's like fucking like
yeah,
this the
man.
way they're built. It's like you turn a corner and there's a creeper there and you die, or like there's
Yeah, yeah,
cave
and it's
spiders that fuck
cool
you
with
up,
the addition of like the
and like
libraries
there's
and stuff
always like
like that. You can
interesting
always find
stuff
some
to
cool
like loot
books
as
and
well.
just raid the bookshelves or whatever. Hey,
Library not part
that was the
of
same
the
thing, you know.
stronghold though.
Like usually, like when I
It's
come
not
across
part
a
of the mine
stronghold,
shaft. It's
it's
part of the
linked to a
stronghold.
mine
No.
shaft. Um,
Yeah. So I'm. So I think I think
mm,
an update that would excite me is if they added a new dimension. Like, because like you said, they're trying to get people to come back to the game after they beat it. But like, you're coming to like, all right, some people might want to build something out of the new blocks or like capture the new mobs,
Yeah.
whatever. But that's just like a few hours of
Well,
gameplay.
it's
You know what I mean?
respawnable.
Or they'll beat the warden. It's like, all right, I've beaten the warden now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a farm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but people just farm that 100% straight away.
yeah.
I give it
Hundred
one
percent.
day. If there's not already one, I give it one day before someone makes a warden farm. So like, I think if they build a new dimension with a new boss and a whole bunch of new mobs, a
No, but I
new different
vaguely remember
landscape.
hearing about it.
Like, did you ever see the ether mod? Yeah, so you'd basically like build a nether portal like out of glowstone and water instead. Then like you'd go to this like sky dimension. Then it have all like these different
Yeah, yeah.
platforms. Like you see that like when you just like travel around the end, it's like these little bits that you have to kind of ender pearl to or whatever. Yeah, it had like a bit of that. He'll have like a whole bunch of new mobs, whole like
That's
loads of
cool.
different strongholds
Like that's the
with
thing.
like
I
different
think a
bosses
new
in it and
dimension
stuff
would
like
be
that.
cool, but I couldn't think of
Yeah,
what it could apply
like
to
I
the
think
game apart from kind of another boss battle or kind of another never. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think they've kind of tried to tackle that with the Nether and adding all the cool new biomes to that. Um, I think I don't know. Maybe there should be like, because
yeah,
you got the sea temples, which is kind of in a sense another dimension. You know, because it's you got prepared. No, but you know what I mean. You got prepared differently for it. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think there should
wouldn't
be
say
kind
that.
of. I think a
It's
new
another boss
dimension would be
battle.
cool, but I don't know what it could bring to me in my game. You know what I mean? My gameplay, apart from seeing it being like, oh, that's cool. But the caves can give me new stuff,
But that's just what the caves
like
are.
copper and all the.
That's just something to be
Well,
like.
well, yeah, exactly. But it's
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
the
but
implication
what's that for?
of things to come.
Nothing at the
Um,
moment. You know what I mean?
um,
But it's like you get like if you got full netherite and it's enchanted to like shit, like then what else what you want to do? You just go around killing things. You make your redstone
yeah, that's
farms.
why I've got a
Like you got
few
the game
farms, like a
sorted.
honey farm and a
Like, there's nothing to do
wool
except
farm.
start a new world.
But apart from that, I don't really like farms because I really enjoy mining. Like, one, they are a bit challenging as well. Like, if you're making an iron farm, you got to
Nah, I
get
mean
the
you
villagers all up there. And
yeah.
do you know what I mean? I feel like I would just rather go mining for like an hour or two, even at end game, get like 4 stacks of iron. And I'm like, cool, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Um, I like
Yeah,
the fact that you still have to kind of strive for diamonds to get netherite. Like,
yeah.
they didn't eliminate the diamond aspect. I I like the Neverite. I don't know I don't I honestly don't like change. I do like diamonds. I think they look prettier even when they're enchanted. Um, but yeah, it looks cool. But it's just like in 5 years they're gonna add another
Oh no,
thing
I
when
think netherite
everyone's
looks
caught up
cooler.
and just used to Neverite. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. Like look how far the game's
Yeah, but
come
that's just
in
how it's gonna have
10,
to go.
12 years, whatever. You know what I mean? How imagine it in another 10 years. Imagine it even in 5 years. Like, are we gonna have like fully motorized vehicles or like like actual like ships that you can fly? Like, 'cause that would be sick. Like maybe you get like you have to go and get 5 different elytras, use it as an engine source, and you know what I mean? Pump it with coal. That would be cool.
I think it'd
Like
be cool
a whole
like
new
if
world
you can go
kind of
to like
in the
different
world.
planet.
Because that's the problem. Like, I've
Yeah,
searched and explored so much of my world. Like, when it comes to new cave systems, I'm
yeah,
gonna have to go pretty far out to find them. So like,
yeah. So no, I think with the new caves is the reason they've made
oh, they
you be
will
able to
spawn in them.
go underneath bedrock
That makes
is
sense.
so um
Yeah,
they can just spawn the new caves in under there. Yeah, Except
But
maybe the Lush
yeah,
Caves,
it's
because I don't know where you're gonna
it's
find the
just a
trees.
it's an interesting update, not for what they're adding, but for me more. This feels like the first time it's kind of like, oh, what is the future of Minecraft looking for? Because before this, it kind of felt like everything that was added was stuff that was really, really needed. You know, like villagers and pillagers, villagers trade in emeralds, get stuff a bit easier. The water kind of the sea update. You know what I mean? Everyone was just like clamoring for something to be there instead of just you know what I mean, going fishing and not seeing fish. Um, and then obviously they added
Yeah,
the end seas with the elytra, so it gave you
yeah, just an
something
empty
else to
ocean pretty
go to the
much.
end for. So then you're not there, just go there once, get all the XP, and come home. Yeah, and shulker boxes, and it's just cool. And but for me,
Yeah,
it's
you get
kind
like
of got to the
shulker
point
boxes
now
and
where it's
stuff.
like, like there's not much that I really actually would need in the game. The only thing that I would desperately need in the game, which they've failed on adding by adding a shit version of, is extra inventory space. And I know we spoke about this. Yeah, I know we spoke about this the other day, but I did want to speak about it on camera as well about
Yeah,
how
just a backpack.
poorly executed the the design of the satchels are gonna be.
Yeah, all the cameras we use.
Do you want to run through the process of what this shitty little thing's gonna be?
Still don't really
Yeah.
understand it. It's like they're giving you an extra inventory space, but not. Like it's kind of they like so you make this like hide thing, and you put it in your inventory. Then
Hmm.
inside it has 64 spaces, but
Yeah, it's not
only
like
if
64 individual
one of them
slots.
things can stack to 64. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you put a sword in there, you can't put anything
Yeah.
else in there. But if you put like 32
It's just
dirt, you can also
redundant
put like
because it's
32 sand.
like as we were saying,
But
like the
but
problem,
yeah,
like
it's just
a
fucking
guy
dumb.
done a really really good video and analysis of this. I
Yeah.
can't remember his name. He doesn't need the shout out. He's got views anyway. It's fine. Um, but he was basically saying that the problem is um not with
Yes, that's how that
the
works.
extra kind of satchels being a cool and cute little addition. It's more that there's so much stuff that is required and you're forced to have in your inventory at any particular time. So, you know, now like it's not like 10 years ago where you just needed a sword, a pickaxe, food, torches, building blocks. You know what I mean? That's five things, and you got the whole rest of it for kind of exploring. Now, like my hotbar's always filled up, my nine, and then with the elytra and rockets, I got to kind of have them nearly at hand all the time. You got to have some building blocks still, and you know what I mean. By the time you've got everything that you need, you've only got like six, seven spaces left, maybe 10. And it's like if you want to go exploring and raiding and stuff like that, it's like without the addition, like now
Yeah,
I've
because
got
like
end chests with shulkers inside all organized for that problem, but it's still a bit annoying because you've got to place one down, get it out, place it down, put it in. You know what I mean? It's just a bit long. Like it's a good kind of fix, but it's still a tedious process. But with the yeah,
yeah.
literally, just the extra inventory space. Like
Yeah,
you click this backpack,
like all
it
they need
goes
to do is just
into
make a backpack.
another 30 spaces, 36 spaces.
Yeah, and like if you just have it as like you can only have one backpack
Yeah,
in your inventory, something like that. Like maybe you have to wear it like you wear an elytra or something like that. Because then that'd make you want to have to choose between an elytra or a black
yeah, because that's the
backpack,
whole
which would
thing.
make
Like
it like
he
another
doesn't.
thing,
They were
which would
saying that they don't
make
want
it
people
not
to
too
be too
overpowered to have
OP
that
and
extra space.
too godlike, where they will just get bored if all they have to do is just kind of sit there and you know what I mean, and just not do anything. You know, like a king. Um, but it's good that like as you said, there should be conflict of, oh, should I take this or should I take that? but it should still like the problem is you just need a bit more inventory space anyway. You know, 36 was designed when the first kind of snapshot or alpha or whatever came out. You know what I mean? And it's we're 10, 12 years later still on that fixed space, and it's a bit hard to navigate the game sometimes when all you're doing is just chucking away stuff you don't need or running back and forth, especially early game where you don't have end chests and you don't have shulker boxes. You're just running back and forth, and you can't really have the fun that you want in exploring the world because you're kind of tied down to tediousness, which I get is that real life aspect of it. But I feel like for kids as well, especially, they don't have much of the patience. They just want to go off and explore, and that's the hard thing about this game. You're not just appealing to kids and children, you're appealing to, people our age and people of all ages. I know of like 50-year-olds who love the game and play it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, but it's a
It's fun for the whole
it's a
family,
unique
mate.
game. I mean, I've got into it, and as you said, like with me, I'm either into it. When I'm into it, I'm really into it. But if I'm away from it, I'm just like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Like it just becomes a bit, I know, hard to get into. But once I'm into it, I've got like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've got this to do, I've got that to do, and it's a lot of people do walk away from it. Um, so hence why the constant big updates, all the time or every year or so or whatever. It's always drive back them people to kind of be like, oh, let me start playing this again. But
Yeah.
hey,
But
yeah,
like, I
no,
feel like it's much more enjoyable multiplayer as well. Multiplayer is so much more enjoyable.
oh,
I think that's why I get bored of it
you're
because
sad by yourself.
I've got no one to play with. You know what I mean? What? Well, no one plays Minecraft.
I don't have light.
No one plays Xbox. None of my
I
friends
do
play
have
Xbox.
internet.
Fucking boring cunts. Except you, but you don't have internet. Yeah, I
So
don't know
what? I
why.
can play Minecraft with you
Out of
then,
all the
so
things you
you decide to come on.
sacrifice and budget for, why do you not get Xbox Live?
I'm a wank. I don't know.
I'm on Xbox all the time. What else am I
Two
doing?
minutes. 2 minutes, boss. 2 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't take long.
But yeah, it's just gonna be a cool update. They
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we spoke about this, but they spoke about the sharks and how everyone's clamoring for like sharks to be added. But basically, what they said is they didn't want to add sharks because one, if they made them
Sharks would be
hostile because
cool.
they're an endangered species, they didn't want kids being kind of fearing them and like aggressive towards them. And two, if they made them friendly, they didn't want kids just kind of
Scared of
thinking,
sharks.
"Oh, there's a shark, it'll be fine." Um, I thought they should make them like bees, like
Well, they should
peaceful
make
at
them
first, but
neutral,
if you
like
antagonize
dolphins.
them, they'll kind of come at you because yeah, or but it's I know it's not
Yeah,
neutral
neutral like
because
dolphins.
there are some sharks attacks.
But like right? So the thing is with sharks. Let me put on my animal hat. The thing is with sharks, they're not actually aggressive, except maybe like tiger sharks and
Oh, I call bull shark on that.
bull sharks. I want to say, but maybe no. I think bull sharks are actually ones that you can just like go touch.
Now, move on.
Are you gonna apologize for that joke and how bad it was, or should I move on? Okay. Yeah, so apart from like certain sharks, sharks aren't actually aggressive and they won't attack you. And if you just like poke them with a stick or
No.
push them away, they will just fuck off. Like sharks don't want to eat you. No, but if you get eaten by a shark, the majority of the time it just thinks you're something else. Like sharks aren't made to eat humans. They don't know what humans taste like. We're not part of their natural ecosystem, so they're not after us. If they
Well,
see us,
that's
they're
the
like, "Oh, that's
thing. No
probably a
one
seal."
really gets eaten by a
So if you get
shark.
eaten by a
They'll
shark, you're
take one
basically
bite and
you
they'll
look
be
like a
like,
fat
"That's
seal. Is what I'm
disgusting. Why
saying.
does this taste of like alcohol and nicotine?" But though, like most of the time, it is just a bite, and that's why they go away because they don't really like the taste
Not
of humans. It's a
necessarily.
bit too bony. Like a seal. Hey, listen, I, I've had many a
I
seals
mean,
and
you're
I've
just
had many a
making
nem. I know
assumptions
which
on
one tastes better
sharks.
in my eyes. No, but it's most shark attacks are just a bite. Obviously, you can't generalize. There are sharks that just swallow you whole. There's all different kind of anomalies. You know what I mean, matey. All right. Gosh, don't get
I don't
so
think there's a shark
pedant-
big enough that can swallow you whole.
pedantic with me. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, nice way styling
as you
out
were
that
saying
stutter
about
there by pretending you was gonna do that
sharks,
anyway.
I was
They then should add giant squids. Just make it a rare thing that you barely ever see. If you do see
like
it,
right at
it will
the
just attack you, maybe kill you.
bottom of the sea.
Then it just fucks off and inks, so you can't see it. Like an actual giant squid.
Hmm.
Yeah, because seas were gonna be deeper. If they made caves deeper, the seas are gonna be deeper. But like this is the thing, like if they wanted to like add like not they've just updated oceans, but if they wanted to update oceans further, they could make seas oceans really cool because things that are at the bottom of the ocean are fucking weird. That's like
Yeah,
space. Like it's just an unknown fucking environment.
yeah.
Like
Like I
anything that
was
comes from the
thinking,
bottom of
like
the ocean, it looks like a fucking alien,
I get
and that'd
why
be cool.
they want to kind of restrain from adding the sharks because that whole dilemma. I get why it's a bit annoying because yeah, I get it's a bit annoying because you shouldn't you shouldn't allow your
I
kids
feel
to
like it's a
learn
bit of a
stuff
cop out.
like everything of Minecraft. Do you know what I mean? That just shows really bad parenting in a sense. But I was thinking maybe a cool addition would be like, as you said, like maybe like a
Yeah.
megalodon. Like it's very rare, but when it gets you, it's like this big fuck off thing that would just like eat you. You know what I mean? It's like oh fuck now, like, and it's kind of like a boss battle in its own right, but like they're very rare to come across. You know what I mean? But even as you said, like just no, because
Yeah, but then like, would that make oceans not worth
well, it
exploring?
might not have to be a one tap. You know
Because
what I
if you're
mean? The
gonna come
water's not
across
going to
this
be
thing
two
that just
taps.
one
It's all
tap you, then what's
neverite.
the point?
That don't mean that you can't just never go caving. It makes it a challenge. Sharks are blind as well, so maybe it's a thing
Yeah,
of
but
smell. You know, well, then they're like 80% blind or something, aren't they?
right, who's told you sharks are blind?
I'm pretty sure that's a common known fact.
Who's told you that?
No, I think they're blind,
Or
but I
is it
think they're
just
like near
oceans
enough
are
fully
dark?
blind. I don't know, matey. Just a general one with fins.
All right, so what species of shark in particular?
But
See, you can't just say sharks are blind because there's thousands. Right, sharks are not blind, even though most people thought they were,
fair
or they
enough.
had very poor eyesight. Eyesight. Sharks are colorblind, but they can still see quite well.
Sorry. Next time we talk about
Yeah, do your
Minecraft, I'll
research.
make sure to fucking look up shark facts. All right.
Unless it's a blind shark, which is a natural
I'll chat
species.
shit about your shark if you carry on any longer. All right.
Well, don't just chatting shit
But
about sharks.
a colossal squid would be pretty cool.
I don't have a shark.
Keep it in the
I
garden.
don't have the capabilities to have a shark, do I? Where would I keep a shark?
Hey, I didn't say you didn't ask how to keep it alive.
All right, with my ocean out there.
Just get on the bus, put it on top of the bus, tie it down.
All right,
No, just get
whatever.
like a general bus, isn't it? Just a general one.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
my
you're
boss I have.
funny. Oh, I hate you. Um,
Where would I buy a general bus from? Yeah,
but even like a colossal
yeah.
squid
Well,
or
who
just
doesn't?
cool like weird looking animals at the bottom of the sea would be a cool addition. But then it's like everything's got to kind of have a purpose. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of this game of if you kill it, you got to get something, or if you breed it, you know what I mean? It can't just be oh that's there. Why? It's like ah, 'cause it looks cool. Look cool. Not like you can fish and eat them. You know what I mean?
Right, why is there fish then? Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, but you fish to get fish.
Yeah, I know, but that is a thing
Like you
of
fish to get fish. You don't need
yeah,
to there to actually be fish
yeah.
there.
Fuck myself
You
over
can just
that.
fish them to look cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, he did. I
How
I
though?
think
How
the
can it
next
be
big
more
update needs to be
interesting?
around villagers. I think they just make them more interesting. Like if well, like they have these jobs, but what do? They just sit around and go,
Mm.
like if I would like to see them doing their job. Like a fisher, like a fisherman, if it's fishing. You know what I mean? It's just there by a river with a fishing rod. Then when you go talk to it, it just it's like, hey, I'm a
That's what I
fisherman.
mean. Like a mini
Name's Steve,
society would be sick, and like
42, divorced,
especially if you could like kind of like, 'cause I
been a
don't really
fisherman.
enjoy the trading process of villages. I just find
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
I'd rather just get the enchantment levels and try and get it myself. But I
yeah.
feel like it'd be cool, like say if I could pay a fisherman, like or like
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah,
villager,
yeah.
say like an emerald, and then he goes out and gets me like 3 stacks of wood or something. Do you know what I mean? Like a actual little society and like building it up because that's where I think it's going. Is to kind of be like a kind
Yeah.
of a very real life aspect. Like one day I reckon there'll be like instead of villages, like big cities that you can come across as well. Yeah, and imagine like little fucking abandoned cities and kingdoms and that. They would look all
Yeah, that
eerie
would be
and
much cooler. Like
like
kingdoms.
apocalyptic. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I
Like
no.
did you ever watch fucking one of the Captain Sparkles music videos when he does Coldplay? Oh mate, you missed out. You missed out being like a teenager. What
Yeah, but I watched
liking Minecraft? Because like when you're
YouTubers that I
young and you
liked.
like
I didn't. I
Minecraft,
never
there's
really
just
liked Captain
YouTube videos out the
Sparkles.
arsehole.
I thought he was just a bit jarring.
Yeah, nah, he
Apparently,
was
yeah. I was
alright.
gonna say like, what is he like a rapper now?
He made good like music videos, like just like parodies. Yeah, no, YouTuber. But anyway, yeah, there's one of them he does is like it's like a big C. You don't get it, so never mind. But yeah, like it'd be cool to have like if you have like there's like a king, then like around there's just other people doing their jobs. Like
Well, they
again,
can't
like
take down doors now, can they?
zombies can just fuck up your whole village if you
No,
don't like just put a fence around it and light it up.
no, because they would just kill all the villagers.
Can they not? Oh, I thought that was really
um,
good. That was cool. Yeah, no, but like defend them. That's what I was gonna say. Like they have iron golems, but iron golems are a bit slow, and they can only take on one thing at a time. It'd be cool if there was like
mm,
villagers had like a
yeah,
little
but like,
like just a group
like
of
mini
villagers that were
wars
like
between
had a
the
sword
villagers and the
and would
villagers.
just fight the mobs, or like the illagers. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just in the tree, like killing some sheep, and there's a war going on in the background. I don't know, but then you're getting too. Then you're getting like too close.
Yeah,
It
but
stops being
you like
Minecraft and starts being like
like
World
what
of
do you think
Warcraft
the
and stuff.
future of it's gonna be? Because there's only kind of so much new blocks and
Like,
biomes they can kind of add. There needs to be like a big change of like that, or like a Minecraft 2 in a sense, where it is more like a game like that because you need to roll with the times and kind of develop your product.
so do you think when it
No, no, I think it'll
becomes
be a whole new
Minecraft
game to
2.0,
make
it'll be
more
a
money.
big update?
It'll be a separate game,
Like, do
I
you reckon
reckon,
they got some stuff in the
because
bag that they're
an
waiting?
update's free.
Mm,
But then,
I don't think they'll make you buy
yeah,
it
but
again. I don't
it's
think they'll make you
Microsoft.
buy it
They're gonna
again.
want to make as
They sell enough
much
copies
money
anyway.
as they
People
can.
buy
You know what I
Minecraft
mean?
every day.
Like maybe it's like
It's like
a
the
kind
highest
of
selling game ever, no?
DLC or something.
I don't because they've never made anyone re-buy Minecraft again unless you're getting it on a new console.
Because isn't
But
it a
even
thing
so, I'm
like
pretty
I
sure I
know on
didn't have to
PC you don't
buy
buy the game, you buy the
Minecraft for the
account.
Xbox One if I had it on the Xbox 360.
Like you buy a Minecraft account and then you can just Yeah, I don't know, but
Mm,
I don't know. Like
yeah,
they've never
but the
really
game comes with
mentioned the
it.
Minecraft 2. I mean, that's
Because I don't see it as a new. I don't think they see it as a new
yeah. I
game.
feel
It's
like
just
it'd
an
be like
update.
a brand
But I
new
think just
game in a
because it's
sense, and if
going
it
to be
is
called
a
Minecraft
2.0,
2.0,
a
it will
lot
be a big
maybe
update.
maybe it starts out differently. Maybe it's a whole different look. Maybe no. I mean, if it's
No, they won't change it that much. Because like what you're saying, if
well,
they
no,
bring out
because you would
Minecraft
always
2.0
have
and
people
it's a
that
big
prefer it.
different
Like you
game,
can kind of create a civil war in
then
a
old
sense. People that
Minecraft is
play the
no more.
first edition and the second edition. No, because I mean the second one in a
Yeah, but
sense of
then
maybe where
then they
it's
wouldn't then they wouldn't then it
not a
would never
block
get any
game,
more
where
updates.
it's kind of it's Minecraft, but everything's kind of in proportion. You got to get like a bag of dirt instead of a block of dirt, or you know what I mean. I mean, it's still there. That's, that's what I mean. It's a separate
Then
entity.
what
It's a
happens to
separate. It's
Minecraft?
Minecraft 2.0.
Then yeah, but then it all right. Then
I don't know. You
when
just
Minecraft
what they do.
1.19 gets updated, oh yeah, what does it get updated to? Minecraft 2.0. Because they won't make Minecraft 2.0 and make a whole new game. They're not going to change the whole game and just leave the blocks in the past. It will always be a block game. They
Right.
won't change the basic concept of Minecraft. It will always be the same.
That's
Like,
honestly what I think.
what
Kind
I
of
meant
like
was
more like
what do you think they're going to do for Minecraft
like
2.0?
because what I kind of want for this edition of Minecraft is
Nah.
like still the blocks, but kind of different kind of variants of blocks. So like how can I explain this? So sometimes like say if you got a corner, like I don't want to like you can't really put anything in that corner because you're just ruining the build. Maybe there's like a kind of like a 90-degree block that you can add, or like how we were speaking about the cables and how they can be placed on walls and stuff like that, and maybe like instead of just being able to place a block, you can
Yeah.
place it kind of like diamond shape. You know what I mean? So it's still the square, but it's going that way, and then I don't know, it'd just be a cool little addition, and I think you could do a much
Yeah.
more kind of realistic builds with that because sometimes with the build ideas, you are limited to the blocks. Why?
One thing that annoys me is how slabs work. That's what they need to sort out. Because it's annoying that if you put, let's say I put like a wooden slab, then to make a full block, you have to put something of the same wood there, or maybe wood. But what if I want like a half
Yeah,
wood, then half stone? You know what I mean? Or
I see
like
what you mean.
you can't connect the
Like
fence to a
small blocks
slab.
kind of
It just
taking
leaves
up
that
a whole
half
block
gap, then
space.
goes down. And the same with like window
Yeah,
panes and
that's
shit
kind
like
of what
that.
I was saying as
I
well.
just want them
It's
to
like
sort that shit out.
it's just it restricts you to what you
Yeah.
can do. But then it's like the thing of that is the fundamentals of the game. You've got to work within its lore and within its physics.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What law are you talking about? Because I know you mix them up sometimes.
Both. That's what I'm
What
saying.
is it?
Like the
The
lore
law of like
and
the
the
laws of
physics.
physics, or the law as
You know
in
what I
like the
mean?
history of it?
Like you gotta
Ah,
kind
cool.
of work with the game. Unless you're doing a
Okay.
model like a feed the beast kind of
Yeah.
thing. But they're just different games entirely. You know what I mean? You got to work within what you can do. And that's what I love about it. You're limited and
Yeah.
restricted to a certain degree, but you can just do whatever the fuck you want. Mm.
Yeah. But that's
Anything else to
that's
add about
that's
Minecraft
Minecraft in
before
there.
we
It's its own
sign off?
thing.
But yeah, hopefully we can on our
Nah, it's
next
all been
episode
said
have a
before.
guest on. We're very excited about that. Oh, no, I'm not promising. I said hopefully. Um, you know how
Don't
I'm.
promise anything. Right. See in a end game when Hawkeye's like, "Don't do that," and she's what? Give me hope.
Thanks
I'll
for
find
joining
that
us
GIF
again.
somewhere
If you
and
made it
send it
this
to
far
you.
through, well done to you.
People will get it. People will get
it. Mitchell, tell them where they can check us out.
it. Yeah, we should pay you. Well, like we're not on OnlyFans yet, but you can find our
I've got to
page. Like
send
you can check us out on
222
like
dick pics soon. We
Pornhub, X
got a few
videos,
followers on
and
Twitter
good
now,
pictures to
so
check us
I've got
out
to live
on.
to my word.
All right, fucking hell. I can't stress this enough, Jamie. Don't
Just
send anyone a
anyone in
dick pic.
general.
Not even in the
To be fair, I'll be real with you.
context of
I've
just
never
this.
sent a dick pic in my life.
Just
Ooh.
in general. Just in
I've
general,
sent
ever.
some. I've sent.
No one wants to see it. All right, so you can find our links. You can find our links in
If
the
I sent you a
description
dick
to
pic
our.
before, let me know in the
Follow us on
comments.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We got a Reddit. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to YouTube, like it, share it with
Dead
your
mum.
friends or your enemies. Share it with your enemies if you want.
Not your cat though.
Your nan, sister, mum, dad, brother, dog. Anyone else who you hate?
Target audience.
Yeah, no. Cat is not
Yeah.
the cats. Cats are not the demographic we're looking for. To be fair, women, send it to women because pretty much our whole audience, when it comes to when we look at the
Your
analytics on Spotify and
females.
stuff,
Send it to your
pretty much
females.
100% male. So
Jesus.
send it to your
What a
females.
marketing
Not
fucking
that
plot
you can
that
own
was.
women. Not that you can own women.
See you
Yeah,
later.
just begging for women at this point. All right, I'm done.